And we're following some breaking news in Harvard Square right now. Harvard University has ordered all students to shelter in place following reports of shots fired at the MBTA station there. As far as we know, nobody was hit, but police have found multiple shell casings. Cambridge, Harvard, Transit, and state police are all searching for a suspect in that shooting. We have a crew at the scene, and we'll bring you the very latest coming up in a live report on WBZ TV at 6:30. Also right now, rescuers are searching for this 4-year-old boy who fell into the Merrimack River in Lowell late Saturday afternoon. And tonight, we're hearing from that child's father. Good afternoon to you. I'm Ken McLeod. So far, the enormous search effort to locate that youngster has proven unsuccessful. But as WBZ's Paul Burton shows us, they're still holding on to hope.
Just devastating news this Easter Sunday. Dive teams are still scouring the Merrimack River looking for 4-year-old Azriel Lopez, who the family says somehow managed to fall into this river yesterday afternoon. So far, his body has not yet been found. For the second day in a row, dive teams searched the Merrimack River in Lowell for 4-year-old Azriel Lopez. Police say on Saturday around 5:45, they responded to a 911 call about a boy in the water by the Western Canal near the Tsongas Center at UMass Lowell. Juan Lopez is Azriel's dad. He says his son was at the park with the boy's mother at the time of the incident.
He got the call that the boy just fell in the water.
Police say the boy was quickly pulled by the current into the Merrimack River. Multiple search and rescue agencies responded to the scene, including State Police Air Wing and dive team. Family and friends and residents embrace each other, fearing the worst.
I decided myself to come and join them, and I was here up to 11 last night, but we didn't have any luck. So this morning I decided to come out.
Right now, it's still not clear how the boy fell into the water. Lopez says his son does have some disabilities and loved to run around.
Not officially assistance for autism, but they feel that he was in some kind of a spectrum. We believe in God, and we understand that it's been a long time for a positive outcome, but we believe in the Lord that it will get us through this time.
Meanwhile, the wind remains strong here in Lowell, and Lowell police say they will continue to search the waters into the evening. In Lowell, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
All right, let's go ahead and shift gears here to the hardwood. The Celtics begin their playoff run today for banner number 19. They're taking on the Orlando Magic in the first game of round 1. The team is looking to become the NBA's first back-to-back champions in 7 years. We'll bring you highlights from the game and comments from the locker room tonight on WBZ. Turning to your next weather now, it has been a sun-splashed but windy Easter Sunday, and it's looking like runners and spectators will have some pretty favorable conditions for Marathon Monday tomorrow. Meteorologist Jason Michael is here now, and he's got more on that Patriots Day forecast.
After a really nice Easter Sunday, let's also focus on Boston Marathon Monday, expecting an increasing cloud cover towards the tail end of the afternoon, but also making for a relatively nice Boston Marathon Monday. If you're going to be running the race, perhaps even going out to support a lot of the runners here, we'd love to have you out there. Mid-40s expected around the first start of the race there over in Hopkinton, Ashland, as well as Wellesley over to Newton, climbing steadily out of the 40s, moving into the 50s, right around 60 degrees around noon tomorrow, especially for the Newton area and even into the city of Boston. A little bit of a cross breeze could actually take us back into the mid to upper 50s. Could actually be really nice, especially for the runners as they're going to be completing the race. We get rid of this area of high pressure and allow for increasing cloud cover towards the evening hours for us on Monday, allowing for also some spot shower chances, 10 to 20%. Same goes for Tuesday. We'll have a few more spot shower chances to kind of deal with here under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Cold front pushes on off the coast there by Tuesday evening and allowing for a much drier and a brighter Wednesday. But at least for Easter Sunday, it's actually been simply the best with really nice dry conditions, down from the low 80s yesterday and nearing 90 degrees over in Springfield. A little bit cooler, at least for today. We'll be right around the mid to low 60s throughout the course of the afternoon under fair weather clouds. So again, relatively nice. Again, breezy at times, so prepare for that. A lot of the breeze actually continue, especially if you're heading downtown later on this evening for the first pitch. The Red Sox and the White Sox going to be playing at Fenway, 62 degrees around the first pitch. But again, it could be breezy, so feeling like the upper 50s. Same goes for tomorrow. Allergens also running high today, tomorrow, Tuesday, as well as Wednesday. So keep that top of mind as well. It's going to be outside and also be tempted to remain outside with all the nice and dry conditions. This will be one of the warmest 7 days we've had in quite some time, friends. A range of 60s and even low 70s popping up on the map there. After Tuesday, another chance of getting some rainy conditions back in by the tail end of us on Friday, and likely splashing over into Saturday as well.
All right, Jason, thanks. The Supreme Court has put a temporary pause on any new deportations of Venezuelans being held in northern Texas. That came in a rather unusual overnight decision from the justices early yesterday. And hours later, President Trump was spotted golfing at his club in Virginia alongside Elon Musk. CBS's Wendy Gillette reports on the developments in this case.
The White House says the Trump administration is confident of what it calls the lawlessness of a Supreme Court order that halts the deportation of migrants from the Bluebonnet Detention Center in Anson, Texas, until further notice from the court. The decision was 7-2, with Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito dissenting. Lee Gelernt, the lead attorney for the ACLU, which sued to stop the deportations, said in a statement, these men were in imminent danger of spending their lives in a horrific foreign prison without ever having had a chance to go to court. It's the latest judicial challenge revolving around President Trump's use of the 18th century wartime law, the Alien Enemies Act, to remove migrants he says are gang members, including Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
Is an illegal alien MS-13 gang member and foreign terrorist. This comes out of the State Department and very legitimate sources.
The Maryland father's supporters and lawyers say that's not true. The Department of Homeland Security has admitted Abrego Garcia was deported by mistake. Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen met with him Friday in El Salvador.
Depriving Kilmar of his constitutional rights is a threat to everybody who resides in America. He had not heard that. I believe that gave him additional strength.
There were more protests this weekend against the administration in cities across the country, including Washington and Houston.
We are trying to uphold the Constitution and ask the government to end their executive overreach.
Another demonstration shut down Madison Avenue in New York City. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Governor Maura Healey appeared on Face the Nation this morning, where she discussed the impacts of the Trump administration's recent funding cuts. This comes after Harvard University, the governor's alma mater, was hit with a $2.2 billion federal funding freeze. The Trump administration gave the Ivy League school a list of demands. Those include ending DEI programs and limiting on-campus protests or risk losing federal funds. But Harvard is refusing. Today, the governor was asked whether the university would be able to withstand this funding freeze.
There's no way a state can begin to make up for the cuts to federal funding. The cuts that Donald Trump has made to education, to health care, food for kids, heating assistance for seniors. He just cut off FEMA disaster relief for our states the other day. And as governor, I'm going to do everything I can to protect my residents, to protect our state, to protect our economy, but he makes it really difficult.
The Trump administration is now targeting Harvard's tax-exempt status, a move that could cost the university millions more. Today marks 26 years since the shooting at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. The gunmen, who were fellow classmates, shot and killed a dozen classmates and a teacher before taking their own lives. 21 other people were injured in the massacre. The shooting prompted major changes in school safety across the United States and a renewed call for more gun control. Worshippers gathered at St. Peter's Square at the Vatican this morning for Easter Sunday Mass. Pope Francis made a brief appearance to bless the crowd. While he did not lead the main Mass, he did deliver a brief message and greeted worshippers. This marked a significant event as the pontiff continues his recovery from a near-fatal bout of double pneumonia. We thank you for joining us. The news continues streaming at cbsnews.com/Boston. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. Hope you have a great day.